All right, welcome to this brief session on open strategy, and I'm joined by Iben.
Yes, my name is Iben Stjerne, and I'm an organization and management researcher.
And next to Iben, at least on the screen, is Morten.
Yes, my name is Morten Elvang. I'm a software engineer working with business agility.
And my name is Boye. I've had the pleasure of both of them in a couple of our peer group meetings. And based on popular request, we were asked to do a brief video on this topic of open strategy. And so let me start by asking you, Iben, why open strategy?
Yeah, the reason why we should do open strategy is because it's very important to go in that direction today. We know for years that strategy as a documentation we create, it ends up in the shelf. Nobody will use it really. So what do we do now? It's different with open strategy. You gain, if you involve more people into the process and also make it more transparent, what the decisions are throughout the organization, you will have a stronger impact on the strategy, first of all. You will also have more alignment, and you will make sure that the inputs you get are more creative. So it's also increasing commitment and legitimacy for the strategy.
Great. And then let me ask you, Morten, how will it impact me? Not just me, but how will it impact me working in a large, complex global organization or any organization?
Well, that's a good question. I think there's actually two big answers to this. One is when you think about everyone in a large organization, is that there's always been a bit of frustration internally. We have earlier joked about things like the black market for common sense and stuff. So I think more openness by itself will bite the tip of a lot of frustration and even help a bit unmessing what can be unmessed simply by providing some light. But in many ways, that's not the most important thing. I think I want to come back to some of the things that Iben alluded to, is that things are going a bit faster in society and information is coming from a more broad spectrum of places. We talk about disruption as a big thing. We talk about increased complexity. So with unnecessary openness, I think many organizations will find that sooner or later they end up making big decisions on weak information, simply because they didn't have access to all the relevant information when those decisions were made. And increasingly, from a stakeholder perspective, that becomes unacceptable. And you can even say from a board perspective or the C-suite perspective, there is a little bit of irresponsibility of not seeking access to the most present information in an open way before making the big strategic decisions.
Thank you, Morten. And even you get the last word. Can you just say briefly what's new with this topic? What's really new when it comes to open strategy? What's about?
So the new thing is that we are not anymore, it's not an option not to do it. So it's important that we all think about going there, because the markets are, like Morten said, markets are really rapidly changing. We have a pressure for efficiency. We have also the need for customers, increasing customer satisfaction. And this is not possible if we don't involve more people and make the decision process faster and also the strategy more adaptable. So this is the problem if you don't go there. So you will end up being irrelevant to the market and creating bottlenecks. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Iben. Thank you very much, Morten, for taking the time.
Thank you for having us.
Keep the conversation going.